Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to week 7 of the PUDL ULTRABALL League. This week we are going up against Spreb Dragon. Sorry, no team builder this week, didn't have much time, but here is the game and ready to go. Very threatening team, so we will see how we go. Clefable is here to be let game sweeper if we can make sure to really chip some things down and get it low. Who do I expect as lead? I do expect something to set up some hazards, so maybe Brambleghast, maybe Great Tusk. The Iron Moth is very threatening, we have very highly prepared for it. I could just lead off with Typhlosion and Fire Off Attack, so I think that's what we're going to do. If the Great Tusk is the lead, then I can always just go to Corviknight, as Corviknight will completely wolf that thing. We do see a Screamtail lead. If this thing were hypothetically a especially 52 bulky, I believe it doesn't take 2 eruptions, so I'm just going to immediately Terrafire and click eruption. And we're going to get a 54% off. That is absolutely huge damage. Really good start. Paras sucks, that's going to just neutralize our Choice Scarf, but Dazzling Gleam or Play Rough isn't going to do much to us. Being Fire type and Shadow Ball is no longer a thing. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing tries to be saved for later in the game and something like Iron Moth or Regidrago comes out. So I do kind of want to switch and predict it, but I think it is just best to click another eruption. As out comes the Tornadus, we'll calc some damage and see if this is a Assault Vest. Okay, so this thing, to be able to live that, I believe that is definitely Assault Vest. I think I am going to go out into our own Assault Vest Muck. They can try to knock off, or just fire off a strong Hurricane, but I do believe Muck is just always going to be her best answer here. We are going to see a U-turn. I did also expect that to come, pivot and give back some health. I could have just fired off another Eruption, but I didn't want to risk taking huge damage and our Eruptions being neutered. Okay, so this is the Terra Captain. This thing can be either Grass, Fairy or Steel. I don't see a reason not to knock off. So I'm just going to knock this thing off. He's going to block me in. It's going to be Colbur Berry, so that's going to take 34%. Really good bring. I think I'm just going to Poison Jab. If this thing does Terra Steel, it can just Drain Punch. Yeah, there's a Leech Seed. Unfortunately, this thing is going to be probably Strength Sap and going to really just bring down our damage and allow it to just re-heal over time. So hopefully Drain Punch, yeah, there's a Strength Sap. Hopefully our Drain Punch is able to do as much damage as possible. That's doing absolutely no damage at all. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing is max attack and sorry, not max attack, max defense, max HP. Okay, yeah, so this thing, after a quick calc, this thing is most definitely max defense, max steel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start rock tubing to really lower this thing's speed. Not only does that allow us to potentially start outspeeding it with ourselves, but it'll allow us something else to outspeed it over time. So I'm just going to keep Drain Punching, just chip on as much damage as possible. We're going to keep getting our health down to our Leech Seed, is what it is. Unfortunately, good thing is, due to this thing being so slow, I can go out into Clefable, throw it in a close combat. But I can also just Rapid Spin to get rid of all the spikes. I am a-okay with him just wasting Strength Sap PP. This thing has shown that it can literally only Leech Seed us. This thing has no attacking moves. I think we're now at a point where it's just not getting much. We're just doing consistent damage, even whilst at such low HP. I think I might switch it up and click another Rock Tomb just in case the switching comes in, which it doesn't. He's just going to sit here and let this thing go down. Frustrating, but it's a good bring. Good set. This was bought another week. Really good set. Seeing it is just going to allow us to bring in Clefable. It's funny because the Leech Seed isn't going to drain us. I will just click an off on the off chance that something switches out. There we go. We do catch a Screamtail switch in, which we are going to get a Poison Touch off, and we're going to knock off its Choice Scarf. Alright, so I do believe that I can't unfortunately go out into Clefable now. I do think I just bring Typhlosion back out because I don't think that this Screen Tail gets much to touch me. We're going to take a quarter health from the spikes, but I do believe that just clicking potentially a Flamethrower into something is probably the best decision that I've got. They are going to misplay rough, and we are going to get paralyzed, so even turn. I do believe that I'm just going to click Extra Sensory here. If he wants to switch out, then we're going to lock ourselves into Extra Sensory. Play rough is going to drop our attack, that's fine. Poison's going to leave it on 1. I'm just going to click Extra Sensory again. I do believe that there's no reason to save this. He's going to fire off a Wish. We're going to kill off the Scream Tail. Extra Sensory. Is going to come the Tornadus. I don't see what, I guess Typhlosion could be good for the Brambleghast, but I do believe due to it switching out is no longer useless, so I believe this Typhlosion is now just useless. I'm just going to let it go. He's going to get rid of our Scarf, that's fine. We will Extra Sensory into the Assault Vest, that's fine. Tornadus is going to go back to full due to the Wish. I will just click Flamethrower now, it is doing more damage. So I'm just going to click Flamethrower here. Knockoff is going to not knock off anything. We're going to get a huge Flamethrower. That's going to do 62% with that Assault Vest. So Terrifier is amazing. Probably not going to see a U-turn here because I believe U-turn does not kill a Typhlosion here. If it does, it means something else actually has to take a Flamethrower. So what I might actually do is if it does click U-turn, I'm going to click Extra Sensory into hopefully a Great Tusk or an Iron Moth that does not get paralyzed. They are going to knock off and they are going to take out Clefable, sorry, Typhlosion. I could go to Clefable and try to start setting up stored powers. That is most definitely an option. I could see a knockoff coming to prevent that. I do think I'm just going to go into Clefable and start clicking Cosmic Powers. Hopefully this thing stays in and clicks knockoff to knock off an item. But I do expect the Iron Moth to come out here. This Iron Moth is its only way to break through this Clefable. We are going to see a U-turn. That is fine. That allows us to click Cosmic Power and set up a +1 defense and special defense as I'm expecting this Iron Moth to come out. Brambleghast is going to come out as we start to click Cosmic Power. This is a really good situation as this thing is going to only click Leech Seed. So I'm going to click another Cosmic Power. He's going to block us. That is perfectly okay with me. I'm going to click another Cosmic Power. Leech Seed is going to miss. That is amazing for us. I'm going to click Cosmic Power again. At this point, the only way this Iron Moth kills me is crits me out. So I'm going to click Moonlight this turn. The Scrimtail is dead, which means there is no longer any Encore on Scrub Dragon's side of the field, which is what I was very worried about. So I'm going to once again click Cosmic Power. I need as many boosts as possible. I do believe that if he does minus attack, okay, minus attack does not affect our Cosmic Power boosts, which is unfortunate. Sorry, boost towards Steel Power, not Cosmic Power, which would have been very nice. I want to stay as healthy as possible, so I'm going to click a Steel Power this turn. And then I'm going to click a Moonlight this turn. I will start clicking Moonblasts eventually, as I do not want to waste all of our Steel Power PP, because this is what's going to completely knock out the Iron Moth and the Great Tusk in one hit. So I will Steel Power this turn. Spikes is going to fail. I will click Sword Power again, expecting probably another Strength Sap. This Strength that isn't healing much. I believe I am a negative attack nature, so it's really not healing that much up over time. I'm just going to click another Sword Power here. If I keep seeing Sword Power, hopefully something else comes out into it. I'll absolutely get nuked. Spikes is going to fail. I'm going to click Moonlight here. I kind of have to stay as healthy as possible in front of this thing. I believe this thing definitely has some sort of maybe 4 special defensemen to be able to take in these Steel Powers. We're going to get a Steel Power off. Never mind, sorry, I've lied. We are going to Moonlight this turn. I believe this definitely doesn't get any. I'm just going to stand it to move forward really quickly. This thing definitely does not get any poison or steel type moves. We know it's a Soul Vest, so it's not here to click Taunt. It's not here to click Encore if it got it. Nope, nothing here. So I'm going to click Another store power. It's my best move. Knockoff is going to get rid of our Kirby Berry. That was a way to absolutely neuter the... it's not even a word, I don't know why I keep saying it. Resist Sludge Wave from the Iron Moth. After doing some calcs, Sludge Wave from a choice specs, Timid Iron Moth is only doing 20% maximum to our Clefable. So I believe we are okay in this situation to just click another stored power. I'm going to click Heat Wave. That is going to knock the Torn really low. I'm going to click another Moonlight. Do need to stay healthy. This Leech Seed is definitely very annoying. Unfortunately didn't run Magic Guard, did run Unaware for a Dragon Dancing Regidrago this week, as that thing is a threat. I do believe nothing can break us, but I would rather stay as healthy as possible due to crits. Crits can most definitely be threatening towards us right now. So yeah, being at +6 in both defenses is absolutely putting us in a wonderful position right now. They are going to U-turn out to be able to keep some health on this Tornadus. As we do see the Bramblegast come back out, I will click another Sword Power. We do see another Strength Sap to keep it healthy. I am getting really low on Strength Sap, not Strength Sap, sorry, Store Power PB, so I'm just going to click Moonblast here because I do need at least one stored power to kill off that Iron Moth. A crit Moonblast, that is very, very helpful in being able to chip this thing down. I believe we are at now currently -6 attack, yes, so that Strength Sap is going to fail. And we are going to not take any leech damage for the turn. I do believe this Clefable is now just completely unbreakable. Corviknight completely walls Great Tusk. So if that gets saved for last, and I am in low HP, I can switch over to Corviknight, which funny enough was a Screens Corviknight this week to help assist this Clefable in setting up. Clefable and Corviknight were almost my win cons this week. Makalola was here to help against those special threats such as Tornadus and Iron Moth this week as backups. So was Dondozo. Dondozo was also Assault Vest. That thing always lived Specs, Discharge, and Energy Balls from Iron Moth. And was able to fire back with Rock Slides. Which helps against the Tornadus as well. Avalanches for the Bramblegast, the Great Tusk. Body Presses for Weavile if it came. But I do believe we are currently sitting in a winning position if there are no crits against us. So, feeling very comfortable and safe in this game currently. Out comes the Iron Moth. I'm not even going to try healing this thing. This thing is going to a stored power. Out is going to come a Tornadus. Good switch. I'm clicking Moonlight here to stay healthy. I believe that is the correct. What is happening is definitely the correct play. The correct play is to most definitely try and stall out my store power PP. There is a burn, so even more chip damage towards us. It is very frustrating. This thing is extremely hard to break through right now. So just really frustrating right now. They do have ways to get through this. That is a very cool Icy Wind tech. Not too sure what it's for. We are going to get a special attack drop on the Tornadus. I'm just going to click another Moonlight to stay healthy here. Actually, not worth it because we're not getting healed back. I do kind of want to click. I'm going to click a Store Power here, expecting a U-turn. We're not going to see a U-turn. I'm going to click Moonlight here. We are getting very, very low. I would be surprised if a U-turn comes out here. It's definitely the correct play going for Heat Waves to be getting these burns off. I'm going to click another Moonlight. This is getting into very scary. Actually, I lied. I'm going to click Store Power and hopefully with a good enough roll we will knock this thing out. We've seen some quite low rolls against this thing. But we need a high enough roll, please. Another consistent 38%, please. No crit Heat Wave, and if we do knock anything else out that is switching in this turn, then it means they are no longer going to get healing from Leech Seed. Stored Power is going to get the one-hit knockout on Great Tusk, which is amazing for us. We are only going to take burn damage. This is always the correct play for them. I'm going to click Moonlight to get back to full HP. I'm going to click Moonblast. Hope we can get another special attack drop. We need Moonblast to keep chipping this thing down. We are going to get a special attack drop. That is amazing. I am going to click stored power here. I'm going to see another heat wave. We're going to knock down to 36%. I am using up my last moonlight. Very, very well played to my opponent here. With being able to stall out all of my heals. I now just click, not Moonblast, sorry, stored power until I die. It's my strongest power move. And it will kill off a Iron Moth. I am realizing that I am definitely not putting myself in a favorable position against the Regidrago. Nothing still kills us here. We click a stored power. If they stay in, Tornadus is dead. If they don't stay in, then something else is dying to this. Most definitely. Regidrago may not. Heatwave. We are going to knock out the Tornadus, and that is a very annoying threat. Out of the way. I do believe either or can just come in now. If Regidrago tries to set up in front of us, that is crazy. It is going to get absolutely nuked by this. Stored power Moonblast. Out is going to come the Iron Moth. Fair enough. We're going to click a stored power, Fiery Dance, no special attack boost. That is very hard for us, but we do have an unaware Dozo. So the best play that they have here would be to click Discharge. I do regret not running a water type move, but I believe my best play is to just click Rock Slide. Out is going to come the Regidrago, not surprising. I do believe I can go out into... Do I want to go out into Corviknight instead of Screen? I am going to go out into Corviknight instead of Screen. If this thing is physical, it is going to be quite walled by this. Do very much need this Dundozo to be able to fire back a strong attack. If I can get a boost on Clefable right now, a speed boost, we will be able to definitely, I believe, outspeed that Moth in the back. It's going to come Corviknight, Dragon Energy, so it is special. So I'm going to click Light Screen. As out comes the Iron Moth. I believe here I'm just going to click a Brave Bird and just get as much chip. I'd be okay if I go down myself. That's perfectly good, as this now puts us in a position to go into Clefable. Has a covert cloak, so discharge in an energy ball. Definitely not going to be able to kill us through screen. I'm going to Aqua Step, get a +1 speed. If this thing is Tree Scarf, I do believe we currently still outspeed it. We can fire off a triple axle and we'll see how much damage it does. We are at +1 too. I'm going to triple axle and hopefully we get large damage. We're only going to hit one time, which is very unlucky. Let's hope that doesn't happen again, which it does not, as we get the win and solidify ourselves under the win and undefeated 7-0 at the top of the ladder. Staying undefeated, feeling amazing. Absolutely amazing game to throw Dragon. Amazing play. I genuinely thought in team building that Clefable would not be killable, and he was able to. They were able to absolutely break through Clefable. So amazing game. Love that game. So much fun. And thank you for watching.